In today's video, I want to talk about something. Before I say this, you might think that I'm crazy as this, but hear me out. I believe, drum roll please, Disney World should be an American city. Like most people, you're probably wondering why I believe this. Let me explain. First of all, to explain why Disney World should be called a city, we need to understand exactly what a city is. Well, when you search up the definition of a city on Google, the first definition that pops up is from Oxford Dictionary, defining a city as a large town. Now, to understand what exactly a city is, we need to understand what exactly the definition of a town is. A town, by definition, is an urban area that has a name, defined boundaries, and a local government, and that is generally larger than a village and smaller than a city, according to Oxford Dictionary. The world actually does have its own government, even if you don't count its ownership by this guy, or these guys. Disney World does in fact have a government run by the Reedy Creek Improvement District, or RCID. In other words, which is the immediate governing jurisdiction of the land that Disney World sits on. The other words in the definition of town, or what a city is a larger version of, are, has a name and defined boundaries. Well, Disney World does in fact have a name, as I just said, Disney World. Also, Disney World does have defined boundaries, just as shown by this map. The final thing to clear up, is Disney World even big enough to be considered a city? Well, yes. The city is 25,000 acres, or 101 square kilometers, which is near the size of San Francisco and larger than Baltimore. If Disney World was considered an American city, it would in fact be the 51st largest city in the U.S. Many people would claim that Disney World shouldn't be called a city because it doesn't have residents outside the Mouse and Friends. Actually, Disney World does have residents living in 4 separate communities called Marceline, Carolwood, Silverbrook, and Kimball Trace, with housing prices going up to $2 million to live in Disney World. To conclude, Disney World should be an official American city because it has a government, population, tourism, defined boundaries, and a large landmass. And all of these things follow the definition of what a city is, or in other words, a larger town. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications because 70% of you guys aren't subscribed, so please consider subscribing.